All right, this next question is a bit controversial, but I'm going to dig into it to the best of my ability to highlight some of the good and the bad that I think is going to come from it. So let's see what it is. The Navy, big programmatic, right? Military, has started randomly testing SEALs for steroids, right? That's across special operations as well. How common do you think PEDs are in special operations? Do you have any issue with soldiers, warfighters taking them? If they can make you a more effective fighter, why is it wrong? Well, this has been something that's been tried over several years. When I say tried, they've tried to push for the approval to do it. Now, there's a whole spectrum of things that can be going on in somebody's life that needs supplemental medication, hormonal replacement, right? And those variables are so wide and so vast that I'm not going to get into all of them. But here's what I know for sure. Even when I saw it, even when I thought it was a good idea at the time, are we crushing the most basic things possible before we even get into that realm of supplementation? And what I mean by that, are guys really getting the sleep they need? Are they getting the nutrition that they need? Are they really getting the attention on their own bodies that they deserve with the right programs before they think about taking the shortcut? And I know for sure that this has long-term effects. So is it good for supplemental use in short bursts? I honestly can't tell you yes. And I believe that we should be doing things naturally, holistically, and really digging into what can be better there, because I think a lot of that gets ignored before we look at this level. I'm not ever going to say to stop it completely and don't look into it. You know, technology advances, the health behind things advance, but I don't think the long-term effects of this are worth it. I don't think what happens to your body and the water retention and the things with your heart are really worth exploring these options for a quick burst to put a Band-Aid on something that needs to really be fixed. And I think that if I had the right sleep, the right workout routines, the right nutrition, I wouldn't need any of that at all. You know, going through selection, going through multiple times at the command where I had to be overseas, operating at a high level, I just didn't need that. You know, I know guys are going to argue with that, but ultimately I think a lot of it is for selfish reasons where we think it's going to solve the problem that doesn't really exist in the first place. I think guys can be extremely capable without it, but I would never take away being explained or educating myself more on. You know, I'm not an expert when it comes to how it affects the body, but I know the real risks of it, you know, in general. So something to dig into more, but that's my opinion on it. And hopefully that helps you guys paint a picture of what you can be doing from the basic level without trying to add some other medication to it. I'm not for medication, period. I think we should be staying away from all this stuff that's over the counter, that's prescribed, as much as we can until we think we've done everything we can for the basic level. And then we can have that conversation, which most of us, I think we can be honest with ourselves, just aren't doing enough on the basic level to begin with. So let's talk about that later. Great question. And let's see what we got next.